Hey guys, as you know from my video a few weeks ago, we bought a studio for our backyard on Amazon. So the biggest job on our to-do list has been to build the foundation, and we've been slaving away at it for the past 2 weeks. And yeah, so I thought I'd give you a little update on how it's coming along so far. So a gravel foundation made the most sense for us because we live on a big hill. So we were able to rent a stand-behind skid steer and just start plowing away at our hill. And we brought it down to level. And once we got most of the dirt excavated from the center, then it was time to start adding the border around so that the gravel will eventually sit inside of this border. But you have to trench out an alleyway for those borders to sit in, and that took forever. Trust me, that was just we didn't have like a trencher or anything. It just was shovels, and it took a really long time. Then you start stacking those up, and you use rebar to drive them into the ground and into each other. But once you have all that down, then you go back into the center and you start leveling that surface out again and tamping it down just so that you know that all the center surface is level and very tightly packed. Then we added some fabric on top of that to keep, it's a weed barrier, and it also helps to hold the gravel in place a little bit better. It doesn't allow it to sink into the actual soil. Okay, and all of that, which I thought at the time was pretty hard, was nothing. I just got my thumb stuck in there. Was nothing compared to the next part, which was actually getting the gravel up our hill. It's a little tough to explain, but we have this one section of our hill that is a 40-degree angle, and I tried to rent a buggy that is a dumper, like a dumper on some tank tracks. I call them tank tracks. I don't think anybody official calls them that. I tried to rent one of those, but the grade is too steep to rent one of those. So then it was like, well, what are we gonna do now? We ended up calling in a huge favor from our family and our friends, and they turned up with so much kindness. I have a friend up here. Got 2 friends down here helping us load the gravel into the wheelbarrows, and then a couple other friends on the way. It took us 2 solid days with friends and family to move 24,000 pounds of gravel up this behemoth of a hill. Legitimately, I mean, you can only fit, like, the wheelbarrows are huge, right? But you can only fit like 2 buckets worth of gravel in there and still be able to get it up the hill because it's that strenuous. Your feet just slip right out from under you. So you physically have to get a running start, like a true running start to make it up the hill. And by the time you get to the top to where it slightly levels off, you are just white. And then you dump it and you go repeat that over and over. We had to have taken, between all of us, at least 400 trips this weekend, and I can't even move my legs. I am so exhausted. I can't believe that we actually got it all done this weekend, but we did, and now the foundation is officially ready for the studio. Well, I'm jumping the gun a little bit. I still have to rake just a few of these little mounds down that I didn't have time before it got dark last night, and then we have to tamp that as well. But then once that's done, we're done. I take that back. I forgot. I still have to build the retaining wall around the back side there, you know, so it's never really done. But at least if we got the shed today, if this studio came in the mail today, we'd be ready to roll. That's all that matters. I'm so pumped. So that's where we are. That's where this whole project is right now. I just wanted to keep you in the loop, and hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, the studio will actually be in our yard and we'll be able to start building it. And I'll, of course, keep you in the loop for that part as well. I hope you're having an amazing week so far. I will see you next Tuesday.